Imagine waking up 5,000 years ago. No smartphones, no alarms, no weekends. Every modern safety net you rely on has been entirely erased. It creates an immediate logistical nightmare. Without a calendar or a clock, how do you know exactly when to plant your crops? How do you coordinate a gathering with another tribe? How do you know how much time you have left to prepare for winter? Early human life was under constant threat from starvation, predators, and unpredictable weather. Accurately predicting the shifting of the seasons wasn't a matter of convenience, it was a matter of strict survival. Before time was something we trapped inside machines and digital numbers, it was a physical language written across the sky, and our ancestors had to become fluent in that language to stay alive. For the immediate scale of a single day, the sun served as humanity's first metronome. People tracked the shifting of shadows and built simple sundials to dictate the hours of their daily labor. But tracking the sun has a fatal flaw. It is completely useless at night or indoors, or when you need strict, precise coordination for legal proceedings or military campaigns. The Greeks and Romans solved this indoor problem with the clepsydra, or water clock. By allowing water to drain steadily through a small hole, they could enforce exactly equal speaking times in courtrooms, regardless of the weather outside. Soldiers eventually adapted this falling mass mechanism for portability. They used brass sandglasses to reliably time military movements and coordinate night watches in the dark. These early devices were humanity's first successful attempts to detach time from the sky and bring it down to a manageable human scale. To track time over longer periods, people looked to a broader celestial metronome visible to everyone on Earth, the 29-day cycle of the moon. The predictable lunar phases naturally formed the world's first global calendar. This rhythm dictated the social fabric of early civilizations, determining everything from periods of fasting to marriage ceremonies. That biological feeling rhythm remains incredibly powerful. Today, the lunar cycle still directly governs modern religious festivals like Eid and Diwali. The moon functioned as the primary orchestrator of ancient human culture and societal order. Zooming out even further brings us to the macro level, the annual solar cycle. At this scale, miscalculating the seasons triggered agricultural failure and mass starvation. Ancient Egyptians used the sky as a vast weather app. By tracking the star Sirius, they accurately predicted the flooding of the Nile River. In Britain, Stonehenge operated on a similar principle. It functioned as an incredibly precise 365-day solar calendar built out of massive stone pillars. Ancient India engineered similar monumental time machines, prominently featuring the Konark Sun Temple. The engineering is highly functional. 12 stone wheels represent the months, while the 8 spokes on each wheel represent daily prahars, dividing the day into precise time segments. These massive physical machines tracked the Earth's orbit with a precision that required centuries of coordinated astronomical observation. Because a 29-day moon cycle and 365-day solar orbit don't cleanly align, they created a massive mathematical headache. The Indian lunisolar calendar solved this by introducing a leap month. Inserting an extra month into the timeline keeps the lunar and solar years in perfect sync. Meanwhile, the Mesopotamians solved the problem of mathematical division by creating a base 60 math system. That ancient decision is the direct reason our modern clocks are broken into exactly 60 seconds and 60 minutes today. The mismatched sky forced early humans into complex mathematical compromises, systems that still form the invisible architecture of our modern lives. Eventually, the Romans abandoned natural observation altogether. Prioritizing strict bureaucratic efficiency, they standardized a purely mathematical solar calendar. Julius Caesar implemented the Julian calendar, setting a year at exactly 365 days, and adding a leap year to fix the severe desynchronization of agricultural and religious events. But Caesar's calendar contained a fatal math error. It was off by 11 minutes a year. To fix this accumulating mistake, Pope Gregory literally deleted 10 days from October 1582, leaving us with the Gregorian calendar we use today. Today, our experience of time is rigidly tied to screens, alarms, and spreadsheets. we have become completely disconnected from the ancient experience of living in lockstep with nature. The date January 1st, year 0001 is a human invention, a boundary placed on an eternal, flowing rhythm we are only beginning to remember how to listen to.